Hey guys, Opal here, and today I'm going to be doing a build for a boardwalk theme park, and I have to say I'm really sorry. I accidentally zoomed in for about half of this video. I'm really sorry about that, but at least you can maybe see a little bit better if you're following along. Hopefully in the future I don't make this mistake again. But yeah, today I wanted to do a theme park build in my Dazzle beach, and I chose to do it in my Dazzle beach because basically all of my other biomes apart from the Frosted Heights, they're all decorated, and I like having my biomes in my main valley kind of like villagey and like those kind of designs, and I found it really hard to find a space for a theme park, especially because I don't want to see my theme park in other areas of my valley. So yeah, I'm doing my theme park in my beach, and I love how it turned out, and I'm so glad that I chose to do it in the beach. So I think I have most of the rides. There's probably some that I don't have, I'm not really sure. But I use these main rides. I don't end up using the new saucers that we got, this one here, because honestly I think it's pretty ugly and way too big. But I use the Mickey carousel, is that what you call it? The teacups and that Dumbo ride. If you are following along or taking inspiration, if you don't have the rides that I have, you can just use like the same ride, like one ride, and then just duplicate it. Or even if you have that Christmas kind of carousel thing that we have, the train tracks, I didn't have rides for a very long time, so I used that in place of like theme park rides. But yeah, this is me decorating the teacup ride, and I just kept it really simple, and I honestly really loved how this turned out. I just put some flower beds and some chairs around it, and it's such a good centerpiece, and it's super easy to create too. I really wanted to add the Tower of Terror into my build, so I put it on the side, and I think it also acts pretty good to like border off the beach, just like how I put this confectionery shop and the like park, what do you call it, I'm so bad with names, that like archway thing, and I just really like it because it hides all the rocks, so it makes it feel more like inclusive. Is that the right word? I'm not sure. But yeah, I used the partner statue over here, and I ended up putting the Ferris wheel behind it, and I absolutely loved how it turned out. I think it looks so cute, and it's would make for a really good dream snap. So I really wish that I did this last week, but oh well. I also used a lot of hedges around the sides to really border it off, and I think, yeah, it just makes it look really like put together in the end when you have things that like kind of cover the ugly rocks that we have like all over our biomes. So I make like a little sitting area in the middle, and with those new chairs and tables that we got in the star path. And this is where I start designing the back of the partner's statue. It took a little bit of adjusting and figuring out like placement and how to fit everything, but in the end, yeah, I really love how it turned out. Does anyone else have the glitch where after furniture mode they go back into play mode, and all of a sudden a lot of their items are disabled, or like, what's the word for it, like invisible? I have that, and the only thing that is working is exiting out of the game and then going back in it and then not using furniture mode. If for some reason whenever I use furniture mode something goes invisible, it doesn't really matter if I place anything or not. It's like it's swapping items to turn invisible. So yeah, that's the only kind of fix that I have, but if anyone knows how to fix that, can you please let me know. So here I just border the sides, and yeah, I think it just looks really put together, especially like on the beach. It's quite like a natural area, so like putting all these hedges around just really encloses it and makes it feel really structured and not so natural and all over the place. This build was a lot of trial and error and just looking at my items and seeing what would fit. I actually cut out a lot of me just searching through my item list because yeah, I did it quite a lot. And for the park benches and the rubbish bins, if you don't have these ones from the previous star path, just use the either the new brown recycling bins that are craftable, or you can use the ones that we just got in the star path. So for this area, I didn't want to decorate behind it because I like having some spaces where things can spawn, so I just left it empty in there, but I enclosed it so you can't see from the outside. On the other side of my Dazzle beach, I want to do like Prince Eric's castle build, and I'm thinking of like carrying it on like the theme park, but I'm not sure if I should just do like a full theme park and just include Prince Eric's castle, or I could just do just his house by itself and not really make it theme park themed. So over here I just do the same thing where I border everything off, and I just make these like little pockets on the side, and then I go back and I add seating and stuff like that. I also use I think it's Prince Eric's ship, and I think it looks just really nice on the dock. I did have it in the Glade of Trust, but I might move it back there and do a full build with it, but for now I think it looks good there. Again, I'm so sorry that half of this video was zoomed in, but I hope it wasn't so bad and hard to watch, and yeah, I really hope that I don't do that in the future, because this build took quite a long time compared to some of my other builds. I'm curious for you guys how long your builds usually take, like how long maybe half a biome takes for you to decorate, because for me it used to be around 3 hours, but recently it's been maybe half an hour to an hour tops, and that's for maybe half of the biome. Like for instance, this build's like the big part of the biome, but I didn't do that small island and I didn't do the other side, so I guess you could say it's half. Here I'm just putting these white picket fences around the border of the hedges, and I did this because I felt like there was just something missing, and I feel like this brings a lot of like interest around the borders and it's not just kind of flat in one color. And I think it also really helps blend in the seams of the hedges. So yeah, I'm really glad that I did this in the end. And then I'm just adding some lighting, and I just use the basic iron lamps that are craftable. Then adding just a couple of more decorations, and if you guys have any ideas on anything else that's extra that you've added to your theme parks that maybe I should add, you should definitely let me know. So here's the final tour and walkthrough of my theme park build, and I honestly love how it turned out. I have been holding off building a theme park for so long, since I've had no rides or just the energy or inspiration to even try and tackle it. But yeah, I'm so glad that I did, and I'm glad that my beach is finally decorated too. I love this little centerpiece for the teacups. I think it looks so nice, and I think the hedges just really have been inspiring me lately. I think that they're just really easy to use, and I hope that we get more items like these in the future. And I'm also going to show you what it looks like at nighttime. I definitely need to add more lighting, but I still think it lights it up enough, and I don't really play during the nighttime, so I think this is pretty good for my needs. Here's some overview shots of my build. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.